This is going to be pretty wild. Mindsplice Apparatus going up to 3 with all of this beautiful land here. I think we're going to go. Let's go for the Portent of Calamity. Reveal the top X cards of your library, and with the help of Mindsplice Apparatus, we're going to go for X equals 11. Ancient Cornucopia is going to gain us our life, and let's take a wonderful gander at our deck here. Okay, so if we have 5 different types, and I think we do, let's go. Artifact, Enchantment, Sorcery, Land, Planeswalker. And get another Cornucopia, because why not? The Jace. I guess we'll take a Mirrex, why not? And then a Doppelgang. Time not to do it. Let's go for Silver Scrutiny. Yeah, I think we can just be a little greedy here. Let's go for X equals 6. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We'll still have enough for a Sunfall. Not if we draw it, when we draw the Sunfall. Our life here. There's a Sunfall and there's an Atraxa. I think we're looking absolutely beautiful. I'm so stupid. I'm literally so stupid that I forgot that all of our stuff costs less. Here I am mapping out the mana costs here. Oh yeah, we have 5 left. We have 5 left for Sunfall. It doesn't matter, baby. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Mana Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. So we all know about the Fruit of the Loom Cornucopia, the Mandela effect. Did it exist? Did it not? I don't know, but all I know is that this deck exists and it's absolutely wonderful. So let's go ahead and dive right into some Bant Portent. Okay, so this is important. I'm just gonna start off with like there's a lot of stuff to get into in this deck, but I'm gonna start off with the Portent of Calamity. Reveal the top X cards of your library. For each card type, you may exile a card from that type among them. Put the rest into your graveyard. You may cast a spell from among the exiled cards without paying its mana cost if you exiled 4 or more cards this way. Then put the rest of the exiled cards into your hand. I had to read this like 7 times. Basically, you just want to like you want X equals, I would say at least like 7 or 8, but you want to have like a nice like healthy blend of cards in your deck, different types, because you want to be able to go for 4 or 5 even. I mean, like you just want 5, honestly. You want 5 so that you can just go for that, and then you put the rest of the cards in your hand. But either way, like, how are we gonna do it around this? Portent of Calamity, you have to, it is kind of a weird note because you want the X. The X is the biggest thing that we're like kind of looking at here, because we do have Mindsplice Apparatus. Mindsplice Apparatus, obviously, older card at the beginning of your up. It kind of weird sounds. It sounds weird saying older card, but in terms of standard, you've seen this before. At the beginning of your upkeep, you're gonna put an oil counter on it. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Now, Mindsplice Apparatus in best of 1 is pretty good because a lot of decks are not running spot removal for artifacts. What they are doing, a lot of red decks in like the artifact or enchantment decks, Boros tokens. A lot of them run Brotherhood's End as a means to get rid of like opposing Urabrask Forges. They're not getting rid of the Mindsplice Apparatus. Again, some decks have other stuff like a Braid and stuff like that, but Mindsplice Apparatus is really annoying for a lot of decks, especially in best of 1. So this Mindsplice Apparatus is an absolute nightmare. So we want to go for a Mindsplice Apparatus. Of course, we have like the stereotypical, you know, White Sun's Twilight, Silver Scrutiny, Doppelgang, all these things with X and its mana cost you want, because obviously the Mindsplice Apparatus is going to create some absolutely huge plays later in the game. But going back to the Portent of Calamity, it's kind of a catch-22 because we want the X. You know, we want that kind of like ability with the Mindsplice, because the Portent of Calamity, then we can just kind of go, you know, X equals 12, and like it's a big crazy play and it's awesome. But you also have to be careful here because the payoff for the Portent of Calamity is like you can cast it without paying its mana cost. So like you definitely would like some cards that just like do stuff on their own. So that is kind of why we have like you know just like Kellan, you know, the Invasion, the Atraxa, obviously Atraxa. I call this card Bant. Technically, it's not, because Atraxa. Technically, it's 5 colors, but we'll get to that in a second. So you do want to have, like, you know, like Sunfall, Beza, Atraxa. You do want to have a Jace even. Jace is fine, because you're going to get this without paying its mana cost. But let's just be honest. If you are going for the Portent of Calamity, you're probably going to have a Mindsplice Apparatus out, and it is just going to be something crazy, and then you get those cards back. So I really like this card a lot. I knew I wanted to make, I don't think you can really run 2. It just seems like a really big bomb later in the game, but we definitely have some fun with it for you. Going to the sideboard, I am not running 5 colors. I'm not even really running 3 technically, but with the Ancient of Cornucopia, you will be able to add 1 mana of any color. So let's go ahead and get the reason why I have like the Invasion in here. As you're gonna, when it enters the library, if you flip it, the invocation of the Founders is really awesome. You just start copying spells, which is absolutely insane, but just dropping down the Invasion itself, you can just search your library, graveyard, or a card outside the game, and that's kind of the reason why we have this. So there are times, you know, the White Sun's Twilight is amazing. There are times There are times I have done this in the play queue, not on ranked, unfortunately. But the Song of Tottentans. This is so amazing because if you have the Mindsplice Apparatus, this gives you a win condition. Yeah, obviously, you know, Doppelgang, Blue Sun's Twilight, White Sun's Twilight. These are awesome cards, but like this card can just be like an I win button. Let's say it's a super grindy game. You've got Mindsplice Apparatus. The thing has like 15 oil counters on it. It's just later in the game. You can just go for the song. X equals 20 or whatever. I mean 30. Whatever. Later in the game, trust me, it's gonna get pretty crazy. And then you just swing in, haste, win. Because otherwise, you don't really have a way to win in that regard. Alternatively, if you do have multiple cornucopias, you can go for the outrageous robbery for the middle win in case they get rid of your Jace. There's a lot of different ways you can toolbox this because I know you say like, well, you need 2 black sources. It's not really that big of a deal because what you're gonna do, you've got Doppelgang. Doppelgang can copy your cornucopias, and 3 steps ahead. 3 steps ahead can copy your cornucopias. So like it's not really that big of a deal. So outrageous robbery can just kind of create another win condition for you later in the game by milling. I guess it's technically not milling because you're exiling them and stealing them or whatever, but like it still can mill them out and win. So you do have the Jace in that regard. Like I said, what else? So we got a Mirrex Fountainport. Mana base is a little crazy. It's a little crazy here. I think it's decent enough. I don't know. You could critique it or whatever, but this is pretty much the deck. It is Bant control. Technically, it's 5 color control, I guess, because we have a Atraxa for black, and then we've got some red up in here. I don't know, but either way, this is a very crazy deck, and I think it works well. It literally farms aggro. If you're tired of playing aggro, yeah, this is a very fancy deck here. It's got the rares and everything, so it's not cheap at all. You got 4 big score mythics. I get it, but I'm a content creator. I'm gonna ball out, I guess, as much as I can here. So I do recommend this. This is a very, very fun deck, and if you want to rank up, it's very good for ranking too. So if you really love it, I'd recommend it. It is actually a very good deck to rank up with. So as always, we're going to give a special shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do help out the channel financially, which means the absolute world to me. I want to give a special shout out to Blair B. I did not have you on the original list. I don't know why, but I did fix it. You are now on the list, and thank you so much for your support. It means the absolute world to me. So it means the absolute world to me because I am going to continue faking it till I make it. It is my dream to become a big content creator one day. We're still a relatively small channel, so it means a lot to me that you would support me. But do just keep in mind that only you, yes, you can help protect the Aether with me. So make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like that. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Mohill. I got the cornucopia. As long as we got a cornucopia, I think we are good to go. So let's go ahead and keep this. Alright, go for the Restless Anchorage action here. The mana base is a little screwy with these like 3-color decks in standard because we don't have those Meticulous Archive. Yeah, we'll go with that in turn 2. That makes sense. We can still go for cornucopia, but yeah, no more lies. I think so, right? Yeah, we kind of would like some counter spells, I guess. Don't really see Esper too much anymore, but I guess we could be in like a grindy Esper control man. That's not gonna be it. Not gonna be it. Carrot cake. But going back to what I was kind of saying, like with the mana base with these 3-color decks regarding control, it's like it is kind of hard because like after you get into this like you know, Botanical Sanctum and stuff like that, it gets a little screwy because we don't have those like what was those land cycles called where it's like just, you know, if you have more than 2 lands, they're untapped. Like it was so easy. But now you actually have to think. And my Fountainport, I love Fountainport. I was kind of sleeping on Fountainport for a while. I actually was sleeping on Carrot Cake now that I say that, but so I could just drop a Sunfall. I think it's a little lazy. Let's have them kind of maybe extend a little bit more. I think the temporary lockdown's a little bit better because then we can actually hold up the temporary or the No More Lies. Nothing to really reanimate with the Zora line either, so I think we're looking pretty damn good right now. Ooh, that's actually, that is actually quite scary. We're going to actually say no, gain 2 life. Now that we have the Ancient Cornucopia up, just gaining that life every single turn. Against this deck, probably not super relevant, but in a lot of decks it would be. I mean, don't say it's not relevant. It definitely is. It's a creature-based deck, but not mono red is what I'm trying to say. So do I want to just Sunfall now? I don't know if I do. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. This is a little greedy. If they go for like Restless Fortress, then I kind of think it forces my hand at some point. Wow, they're wasting 0 time going in for this. Okay, you know what? I think I'm actually just going to create a fishy. Let's create a fishy here. Let's create a fishy here. I know we go down one, and then I guess we have a chump blocker. You know, it is what it is. I am running a handful of basics, just because for that reason I was kind of mentioning earlier. We don't have those lovely lands, since we're standard rotated. Or we just have like free dual lands later in the game. Like that's not a thing anymore. You at least have to pay it. With the Adarkar Wastes and that kind of stuff, paying lands, so. Non-land, they can't do this. What? Why did you do that? Why they just pay 2 life? Am I crazy? Is there an additional ability I'm missing? No. Alright. Alright, that was weird. Nevertheless, we still have our Mindsplice Apparatus. Definitely like that, but I think we just chill for now. I don't really want to Sunfall. I don't think I have to. I don't think they're putting enough pressure on the board to where I really have to Sunfall in a hurry. Restless Fortress, okay. So unfortunately the Restless Fortress is too big for me to, you know, go for like our man land here, because it has 4 toughness. So I'm just trying to think here. There's no upside to dropping the Mindsplice, right? Can't go for the Mindsplice and the Restless Fortress, or the Restless Anchorage, excuse me. They have the Restless Fortress, not me. Do I chump block here? I guess not, 'cause if I do this, I mean, I'm blocking 1 damage, who really cares? And then Sunfall is the Sunfall shorter, so let's go ahead and take the action. I like how it asks you, is there ever a time where you don't want to gain life? I'm sure there is, but 95% of the time, and honestly, probably 99% of the time, you do not. Give me all the life. So we still have to get lost. I think, I mean, yeah, let's just Sunfall here. We've waited long enough. Go ahead and take the action for the 900th time. And we got a 3-3. The only thing that's problematic here, it's close. Do I drop the land? I think I'm going, we have 3 steps ahead. So we do kind of have that like discard thing, but I think it's a little bit too thin, right? To worry about the discard. We don't even have the 3 steps ahead yet, so. All right, so they are going to go for the Restless Fortress. Oh man, do I want to get lost it? I feel like if I'm gonna do it, I'm a little nervous, obviously, if they have like an Aclazotz or something like that. Because then we would want to save our removal. But for right now, we're kind of cooking, that's fine. I guess we could have just used the Incubator to bounce it. That get lost may end up hurting me. I might have been a little too, aggressive. Another Cornucopia is actually not terrible. So let's go for the Restless Anchorage here. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Yeah, might as well swing with both, I guess. I guess we're the aggro deck now. Bang, bang. So let's go ahead and drop our Cornucopia. I don't think there's any punishment, really. This is nice, though. We're going to start gaining a lot more life. 2 Cornucopias is a lot of life gain. That life gain does stack up relatively quickly. Portent of, there we go, there we go, there we go. This is exactly what we want to do. We got the Portent of Calamity on the top of our deck here. Zoraline, don't really care at all, I don't think. Again, I don't think there's anything in the graveyard, right? Yeah, no. Nope. Novice Inspector, completely fine with me, and there we go. I think we got him right where we want him, baby. Clue? Sure, get a clue, get a clue. And Shadowy Backstreet Boys, I think we're looking pretty phenomenal. Down to 9, and this is going to be pretty wild. So Mindsplice Apparatus going up to 3 with all of this beautiful land here. Now we have X in our mana cost with the Portent of Calamity. Just kind of count it up. I think we're good to go. Let's go for the Portent of Calamity. Reveal the top X cards of your library, and with the help of Mindsplice Apparatus, we're going to go for X equals 11. Ancient Cornucopia is going to gain us our life, and let's take a wonderful gander at our deck here. Okay, so as long as we have 5. If we have 5 different types, and I think we do, let's go. So, Artifact, Enchantment, Sorcery, Land, Planeswalker. Yeah, I think we got it. We got 3 steps ahead. Get another Cornucopia, because why not? The Jace. I guess we'll take a Mirrex, why not? And then a Doppelgang. I think Doppelgang is what we want here, so. And I am going to cast 1 for free. Well, actually, you know, Silver Scrutiny, we actually... I guess that's just more raw card. Like, what do I really want to copy with the Doppelgang? So, maybe Silver Scrutiny. Because we already have the Mindsplice. I don't know. But either way, we're definitely going to go for the Jace. That's not even a question. And then we get everything else. Oh, this is looking pretty good.
I'll take note
Alright, the only problem with the Mirrex is maybe that actually was a problem. Not really the biggest problem. Again, this is kind of my first run with the Portent of Calamity, but with the Mirrex, this is going to be colorless. So actually, even with the Mindsplice Apparatus, I can't go in for the 3 steps ahead. So kind of not great there. Should have definitely taken an untapped blue source. But nevertheless, it's still not that big of a deal. Should I have taken the Doppel? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Initially, I wanted the Doppelgang, but now that we have just like a bazillion cards to draw, I think we'd rather have the Silver Scrutiny. Because if I take Doppelgang, yeah, I could copy at least 2 copies of like their stuff, but like I don't think that's the way to play it. It's another Tithing Blade. Don't really care. Mindsplice Apparatus goes up again, and like I said, I think we definitely did the thing. Let's do this. I'm gonna mill them away. They're tithing. They obviously wanted to keep it. Whatever. Let's go ahead and just draw. Get a little bit more answer here. Well, I think it's time. I think it's time now to do it. Let's go for Silver Scrutiny. So the Mindsplice Apparatus has 4 counters. Silver of Scrutiny. I think we can just be a little greedy here. Let's go for X equals 6. Kind of refill up our hand here, and we'll still have enough. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We'll still have enough for a Sunfall. Not if we draw it, when we draw the Sunfall. Let's gain our life here. There's a Sunfall, and there's an Atraxa. I think we're looking absolutely beautiful. And our Sunfalls. I'm so stupid. I'm literally so stupid that I forgot that all of our stuff costs less. Here I am mapping out the mana costs here. Oh yeah, we have 5 left. We have 5 left for Sunfall. It doesn't matter, baby. Echo. Okay. Yeah, we can keep this, right? Looks good enough. Can't be too picky. I would like to see... I am so spoiled. I love to see a Surveil land. Whenever I play Control, I just really want to see a Surveil land in my opening hand, because I don't have anything on turn 1, so it feels like you're missing out on value if you don't. I gotta know more lies, so how much value do we really need? Evolving Wild. Oh, okay, well, that's cute. So Evolving Wild is going to activate the Rune Lurker Bat's Descend, so I guess they get an additional Scry. I still don't think it's worth it, to be honest with you. I kind of have tried this with bats, with like the Rune Lurker Bat and whatnot. I don't think that Scry is worth having a card come in tap or a land come in tapped, but it could just be me. Let's see what they got here. On bottom, even at the Zora. Ooh, Temporary Lockdown. Temporary Lockdown is definitely just going to put this... It's gonna put this game on the rocks, I'm not gonna lie to you. And we could just slam down the Cornucopia, but I usually don't like to do that if I'm not in harm's way. Because what you can do on turn 4 is drop the Cornucopia, and then you can hold up the No More Lies. I think that's just a much better play. So they're really... Ooh, Builder's Talent. Okay, well, let's go... Man, yeah, I mean, Builder's Talent is not that threatening because we have Temporary Lockdown, so yeah, just let it resolve, whatever. Alright, here we go. So I'm actually going to go for the Ancient Cornucopia here instead, and then we're just holding No More Lies. The Temporary Lockdown can get rid of all of that. Just absolutely no problem. Temporary Lockdown, probably like the best... I say things for Shock of... Oh, Skrelv, oh my god. Yeah, we don't care. Like, Skrelv's going to go bye-bye with the Temporary Lockdown as well, but... Man, Temporary Lockdown really is like... You gotta run it. Even, like, no matter what it is, if you're not running aggro, even if you're running, like, mid-range, you gotta have the Temporary Lockdown at least considered in your deck, because it's just so good, man. It is literally, in my opinion, the biggest, like, I win button versus, like, aggro. Even, like, the small stuff. I don't even know if you even really consider what we're playing against aggro right now, but... Nevertheless, so, ooh, there's our Portent of Calamity. There we go. Love the Portent of Calamity. So there's not really too much to think about here. I'm just going to go for the Temporary Lockdown. This is extraordinarily good value. Just get rid of all their stuff. I mean, just, like, look how insane that is. All your stuff just goes bye-bye. I mean, like, what else do you want? Of course it's little stuff, but then we also have big stuff that we can get rid of. Another Builder's Talent. You know what? I think I might as well go for No More Lies because I don't have another Temporary Lockdown. That they can really sink a lot of mana into that Builder's Talent, and I don't want that to happen. Oh, Lunar Convocation is kind of the same way, though. That is kind of nagging. Lunar Convocation is annoying. Because And that's just like unlimited card draw, so like that's a problem. This is also a problem. God, they've got a lot of problems here, so... nevertheless, I'm just going to do this, and we're going to create another Cornucopia. That Lunar Convocation, though, is definitely an issue. If I can't kill it, yeah, so they can pay 2 life. They don't care about their life total. They're just going to keep drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing. That is a problem. Obviously, we want to get more... Oh, my God. There's no worries anymore. There's no worries anymore. So we could go for Portent of Calamity. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what we have. We have two. We have the dream right now. We've got Mindsplice Apparatus, and then we got Portent of Calamity with the White Sun's Twilight. Like, I mean, I think the world's kind of our oyster right now. If they didn't have Lunar Convocation, this game would basically be over. But there's a sliver of hope for them, maybe. Look at me cheering for the. Oh God. Forge is definitely a problem. Forge is definitely a problem. Long term. But short term, I don't know. We can just gain a bazillion life with the White Sun's Twilight eventually, so... this is definitely getting a little nerve-wracking. Mindsplice Apparatus, absolutely love this card. We're going to gain 2 life here. I don't think we're too worried about it anymore, so... Another Cornucopia. Now we've got to make a decision. I don't think this is a... 1, 2... If I go for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I don't think this is enough, because we want the White Sun's Twilight to hit for 5. So if we kill for Cornucopia, that kind of like we're kind of awkward here. So I think we're just going to go for White Sun's Twilight. And yeah, I think this is a little bit better. Let's go for 7, because if I go for Cornucopia, then I would have to go for X equals 4, so then I wouldn't be able to do it. So back up to 25 life. Pretty good stuff here. Essence Channeling. So we don't even have to drop the Portent of Calamity, but once we do, I think it will really put a stamp on the game. 1 Lunar Convocation is the same as 2, so don't really care about that at that point. But things are just going to get absolutely insane. Now I've got 3 steps ahead. I want to make sure that I have enough for a 3 steps ahead, as well as a Portent of Calamity. So, Mindsplice for 2. Let's go for X equals 7? No. Oh, because I keep forgetting that like our 3 steps ahead is cheaper as well. But I don't think it even really matters that much right now. So let's just tap out. I think we don't. Yeah, it's Mindsplice Apparatus is the same thing as the Lunar Convocation. Like if you've got 1, you basically have 2. It doesn't really stack that way. So I guess we'll take another counter and another land. Sure. And how can we forget about the Silver Scrutiny? No, we're taking that. Okay, here we go. They didn't even want it to happen, but I don't blame them. How you doing, Mike? Okay, how are we doing here? We can kind of keep this. Initially, from a bird's eye view, it does seem a little bit clunky, but we do have the Horned Loch-Whale in case we are going against aggro, which we are, and that is not very good, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think we just need more land here, right? Yeah, we'll take that. That's a non-tap land. Again, kind of what I was saying earlier is like, you definitely want a lot of untapped lands because we just don't have those like kind of like land cycles. I keep forgetting like what they're even called. Interesting that they're going for the slick shot show off. They're not even applaud it. A little ballsy, my friend, but hey, it is what it is. Got a Horned Loch-Whale, one of them, but yeah, you want to make sure you got plenty of land and they're untapped because it can get a little squirrely later in the game. Well, Demonic Ruck is I can't do anything until you attack, so I can't do that in response. I'm gonna do this. Let's just go ahead. Well, they're gonna draw either way, so let's just do this. Whatever. Gonna put it back on top of their deck here, but it's gonna cost 2, so it is kind of, all things considered, that is kind of slow. If they want to go ahead and recommit to the whatchamacallit. Alright, that is nerve-wracking. So they're gonna do another 3 and draw all of it. That's pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous. I don't have any other play here, so it's just gonna have to be Cornucopia. And let's just cross our fingers and hope we don't die. Okay. Slickshot show off. I don't think they can... Well, unless they have another land, right? Okay, I was going to say, if they have like another land, they have 2 pump spells, but looking good here. So now we just go for Sunfall. Absolutely no way that I'm just letting this live, so take action. Gain 1 life, I think. I mean, You're never comfortable versus mono red though. See, now they have the Rockface Village. Well, show off. So they have they also have just like haste with the Rockface Village too now. So, I mean, I have Atraxa. I don't know. Atraxa's pretty damn good. So, so let's go for Brushland. Can't go in for that yet. So I think it's just gonna have to be Cornucopia, and I'm just gonna counter whatever they have. Whatever they do next turn, I'm countering it. We can't get rid of the Slick Shot show off, but I don't care if it's even just a little shock. Okay. that was kind of funny, not gonna lie. But yeah, we're just countering it no matter what. Save a little bit of life there. The Cornucopia is gonna go off. Don't care what it is. We just gotta gain a little bit of life. So kind of shocking that we just kind of called out the shock there, but it is what it is. Down to 8. Are we really that worried? If we draw it in an untapped land, what you got here? Another fling. Okay, thank God they don't have any black, so they can't actually go for it. And then and here's an untapped land. Atraxa. The game's over. I'm not even joking. The game's over. We're gonna gain 4 life twice because of 2 Cornucopias, and now our Atraxa goes off. Now there's no worries anymore. Not to be cocky or anything like that, but when you got Atraxa and you get this off, there's no way they can deal 11 damage to us. There's no way. Now we got lifelink with Atraxa, so it is what it is. Hey, yeah, they know it too, so Atraxa takes it. PDA, how you doing here? I guess we can go ahead and keep this. Looks pretty decent. I mean, with the Mindsplice Apparatus, you are kind of hoping to get into one of your big crazy things, but this is a pretty much nightmare situation for them. If this is, I was supposed to say this is mono green, so it's gonna be rabbits instead. Okay, whatever. So either way, with the temporary lockdown, there's pretty much like, there's just no worries. I'm not even trying to be cocky, but this deck plays so low to the ground. Oh, hop to it. We don't even have to go for no more lies because we're just gonna temporary lock down the whole board. So. This deck is a lot less scary because it does not contain any sort of haste creatures like mono red does. So when you're trying to control them, it's usually pretty easy. So temporary lockdown on that one pain land is going to pay absolute dividends in getting rid of literally their entire board. But this meta is so fast. If you are already in control, you have to run temporary lockdown. Like I said, I just sound like a broken record, but temporary lockdown is just way too good. Paul Patch Recruit, I do have another one, so not too worried about that yet. You know what? I do have Mindsplice Apparatus. I think because, again, I would not play mono red this way, but because they don't have, like, Warren World. Oh, that's a problem. I don't think I can really Mindsplice this, right? I think we're just gonna have to counter. So if I counter, go down to 9. Yeah, I think this is fine. That's a little too scary because I can't temporary lockdown that. So, yeah, that's a little scary. Down to 3. And we're still in that same situation. Do I want to drop? Okay. Hindsight's 2020, but you know, let's see here. Hindsight's 2020 because I may have wanted to go for the Cornucopia and then have a No More Lies, but now I can't go for Cornucopia and a 3 steps ahead, so that's a little awkward. Bunnycorn, that's completely fine. This is a little risky. I'm gonna let this go, so we're gonna go down to 3. Yep. Because I'm already like mapping this out, so I'm gonna go for Apparatus. We're gonna pay 1 here, and then I'm gonna have to pay another white for the temporary lockdown. So we're getting a little into the sweat zone here. We do like the White Sun's Twilight, but now I think this is fine. So we're just going down. Yeah, we're gonna go down to 1. I mean, I don't like love it, like, but again, this is not mono red. Oops. Uh-oh, is that a cock? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, okay. That was so scary, because I thought they were saying oops, and then I was like, do they have the desert that does the 1 damage? But it was the gain 1 life tap land instead. That was actually really terrifying. Alright, so now we're good. This White Sun's Twilight, we're gonna go X equals 5. We have just enough with our Mindsplice Apparatus to sweep the board. I'm not even joking you. First off, let's go ahead and cheers to you, my friend. But Mindsplice Apparatus just that really saved us. Now there's absolutely nowhere. I'm more worried about the whatchamacallit, life gain than actually having these mites. But I guess these mites are just gonna end the game if they can't block them, so. Bang, bang, bang. 5 poison counters looking good to me. Valley Quest Caller, and we can just kind of do this. Yeah, wow, okay, we're good. So down to 1 life, but again, we have a much better... I prefer this matchup versus Mono Red because of that reason. Sanaki, hello. I think we can keep... It's close. It's definitely close, but especially we have a Surveil land in our opening hand, so... Oh, make that 2. So, say no to that. But with the 3 steps ahead, it's always kind of nice, though. Oh, getting a little floody here. Don't like to see it. That's okay. We are at control. It's a lot less bad for control to get flooded than like an aggro deck. And speak of the flood, it just keeps coming. That's okay. Let's go for our Ancient Cornucopia. Decent chances this gets countered. We're probably going against some sort of control as well. So, buckle on it, folks. It's going to be a long one. All right. Control versus control can be very fun. Can also be very boring. So hopefully this is the fun one. No, I don't think it's really worth it. I think it's really worth it to go for like 3 steps ahead just to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go for a counter, do like the draw stuff. It is maybe worth noting that we can like copy the Cornucopia. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, this is just like my aggro brain, like mid-range brain. Like we gotta be in control brain. Getting floody, which is very annoying, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's have them trying to cast something first. Silver, ooh, well, I run this card as well. I don't love that. Let's go for the No More Lies. The longer the game goes, the No More Lies will be less relevant. So while they're tapped out, I guess we might as well just make use of it. Still don't want to go for 3 steps ahead. No, I'm not going to. Builder's Talent. Well, we have got the temporary lock. Okay, so we have temporary lockdown. That's fine. Temporary lockdown does not care about this. I think temporary lockdown, it's kind of a weird state of affairs because I think temporary lockdown is like probably a little too good, but like so is everything else in the meta. Like all like the little 1-drops are too good, the mice are too fast, like they kill you and they do burn damage to your face when you kill them. So like temporary lockdown is just like needed. It's like the threats are so OP that you need the OP from the stuff. Speaking of OP stuff, everything's just broken to me nowadays. I sound like a boomer, but hey, it is what it is. So we got lands that just are win conditions now. We got the Mirrex. We got Fountainport. Screw it, baby. Farsight Ritual. Okay, so now here's our time to strike. I think because we do have the 3 steps ahead here, I think that we can just copy everything. Or because we can get the full go here, I am going to do this. I think this is right. Like, at this point, like, they're tapped out. There's no even threat of them going for negate or No More Lies or something like that. We get a Silver Scrutiny. I think this is pretty good here, right? So Silver Scrutiny, we don't have the Mindsplice Apparatus, but at this point in the game, do we really need it? Don't think so. Farsight Ritual. Fine. It is worth... I mean, it's interesting that they do this on their turn. It kind of screams desperation, if I'm being completely honest. Gotta No More Lies. So they can also have their own No More Lies. So let's do this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just want to make sure, I'm just counting. I want to make sure that I have the Silver Scrutiny, and then I can go for that. We don't need more than 7 anyway, and then we can just No More Lies if they have a counter spell. So we're going to draw 7 cards here. We are going to draw 7 cards here, and this is why, I mean, as a control mage... Oh, wow, oh, shit, okay, there we go. There, cool, okay, we draw our 7. I have no idea why opponents just maybe being salty. That was I don't think they're going to be really thinking about anything, so I'm not really sure what they're doing this for, but that's hey, it is what it is. I understand. Deduce, I think my draw is a little bit better than your draw. I'm not going to No More Lies it. Let's just say, hey, you can have your little 1 card in your investigation. Go ahead. Guess we'll just get rid of... I guess it could just be a land, honestly. I'm just going to be the Thicket. Yeah, sure. Lemony Thicket. Lemony Thicket, Lemony Thicket. I think the Anchorage is better here. Oh, I have to discard 2. Okay, my bad. Alright, let's go for the Archive. Whatever. Doesn't really matter at this point. We still have a No More Lies that we can hold up. Oh my goodness. Come on. And... Oh, they don't explode, but they do pass the turn automatically. So that's really nice. And... There's the explosion. the Rockies. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I think we can kind of rock with this. It's a little slow, but if we get into... Oh, that was a mulligan. Let's go ahead and give our opponent the friendly mulligan. Hello. Everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan because those things suck, so... Alright, how we doing here? How we doing here? Let's settle in. A little nervous, but we got Kellan. If we do top deck into another land, we could speed run into like a Jace without paying the Phyrexian mana. Heartfire here is a little scary. There's a Beza. We definitely like Beza, no doubt about that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay just so that we can investigate. I guess that investigation could be worth it. So if we top deck into another land, it's definitely like amazing. If we don't, well, I mean, then there's no point in ramping or whatever, like, because we could have just played it down anyway. So that's why I'm running 28 land. Hopefully they don't get too crazy here. Oh. I would say that's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's not great. Giving it haste. Oh, yeah, okay. Son of a gun. That is definitely rough. Okay, so we didn't draw into our land. I think it's a little, like, results-oriented. Hello, Jace. Oh, Jace, you got cool voice lines. I'm not gonna lie, man. But, yeah, I think running over 28 lands just for the Kellan play is a little fishy. I don't think we have to run more than 28. Still doesn't... It feels a little overkill. Some games we just get flooded, but... Let's say I drew into an untapped land. We drop Beza. Life is looking so phenomenal, it's crazy, but that's okay. Hopefully they don't just kill us right here. Down to 12 life. Alright, Might of the Meek. Yeah, 3. Let's see. It's actually will be interesting to note if they go in for my 5th. Oh, they're paying... Oh my god, well, we don't draw a land, but temporary lockdown is like the next best thing, so... I actually really would like to draw a land, so maybe we're screwing them up here. They didn't miss a land drop here, so... Oh, there we go. They get rid of a mountain, let's go, and we get a Lush Portico and a Brushland. We're looking good. Okay, so now that our mana is fixed, got some nice little draws here. Let's go for the temporary lockdown and get rid of these stupid Heartfire heroes. I have a big affinity for heroes with alliteration in their name, Heartfire hero, but you know, is what it is. Emberheart Challenger down to 8. I don't think they can do 8 damage here, even with a Monstrous Rage. Nope, we're looking good there. I think we'll just get you. I don't think I really need to draw. Like, drawing is not that important right now. Let's just go ahead and take our life gain here. Actually is worth noting, we could have gone for Portent of Calamity for 0 to trade in for another card, because then we would have had less cards in our hand for the Beza. I don't know. Maybe we should have done that. I think you could make the case. I don't think the Portent of Calamity is that important versus mono red. So, Manifold Mouse. I don't love this. So double strike. Yep. I'm definitely blocking. Yeah, I'm definitely blocking. Even if you got like Monstrous Rage with the double strike, yeah, we still kill you. So, yeah, this is worth it. And of course, right IQ a Monstrous Rage. That's okay. That's all right. Take 1, which is not that bad at all things considered. And you know what? Oh my god, a Sunfall. I think just Sunfalling this Manifold Mouse, it sounds wasteful. I think this is the move. Yep. I don't care. I don't want double strike to even hit. Like, no, we're not dealing with that. Draw a card. I would like maybe one more land. Let's go. I mean, like I said, we do definitely need a lot of land here, but come on, no more threats. If they just stop the threats for 1 turn, I think we'll be pretty damn good. All right. I'm not even joking. It's a little strange to me that they're plotting this. I think they would like want to just like go in and then just kill the Jace, because Jace only has 1. And let's face it, it's so late in the game. It's so late in the game that like I don't know how I feel about that. They should have swung in for Jace, to be honest. But I don't want to tell them how to play. So are they gonna go for the Ruckus? They are, and we are going to get lost very quickly here. Looking good. If they don't have another, you know, creature, they can't make use of the map tokens. But even if they do we really care that much? Not really. Well, they do. That's fine. This Manifold Mouse is annoying. But you see what I'm saying? Like, why did they plot it? Like, they could have just killed the Jace. They would never have had to worry about it ever again. Just think that was a little bit too cute late in the game versus a control matchup, but what do I know? All right, let's go ahead and get our little chump blocker here, essentially. Like, Doppelgang sounds fun, but like, you know, let's just go ahead and do this. I don't think we really need to draw, because we do have like the Invasion. We also have, I don't think Kellan's really that good right now. I could just roll the dice on Portent of Calamity, but that's a little too risky. I don't think we need to do that. I really don't. I think the play is to go in for Invasion. Man, Doppelgang would be fun. I know I'm trying to make some good content here, but I think just trying to win too. I don't think there's really any reason to like kind of fumble this. If we go for Invasion, we actually don't have to search our sideboard. We can just search our graveyard. So I mean, I have a get lost. I think just having the get lost is probably the best thing. So it's kind of a boring play. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. If the game gets grindier, like I said, we definitely have the Portent of Calamity and the Doppelgang, so show off, sure. Sure. They put the map on the mouse. I guess that makes sense. They know that I have to get lost. Like, there's no element of surprise there, so... Do I want to do this now? I don't think so, right? No. They're going to give it to... Okay, well, double strike of -1 is 0, so I don't care about that. Wow, okay, well, they kind of knew. Lawless Omega. Well, Lawless. Okay, well, it being a control deck, I think I'm here to control you. We don't like lawlessness. What the hell? I think we're looking okay here. I mean, I do have the Mirrex. I don't know what we're playing against. Restless Vinestalk could be, I don't know. Could be Atraxa. Could be something. I don't think. Wow. Not a whole lot of people are playing Bant, but. Guess we'll go for the Meticulous Archive. No reason to freak out. Let's just play the slow and steady game. Yeah, another 3 steps ahead is so good. I'm running 4. I don't care. Just it is just so damn good, man. So I think this is pretty clearly a Mirrex spot. I mean, if this is gonna be control versus control, we have the upper hand with the Mirrex. The Mirrex is still a win condition, man. Just it still is. So. If you're not doing anything, we will gladly take the initiative and go for a little Mirrex. Little Mirrex Might. Yeah, looking good. Nothing too fancy here. Now that we're up to 5, we go for 3 steps ahead. And we can go for the draw, discard a card, because this temporary lockdown stuff, not looking so good in this matchup. I'll let that go. I don't really care that much. Like, whatever. Do your thing. they have a say. Okay, so this is definitely like a mirror match here. This is the Bant control. Cornucopia. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go, hold on. This is kind of interesting though. Maybe we just let it resolve. Do I really care that much? I don't really care about their life if I'm going in for the Mirrex. So I'm gonna. This is a little risky. This is a little risky. Maybe I should have gone for No More Lies. I don't know. I don't know. You can make the case. Because if we let it resolve, they're going to have more mana. So eventually, our No More Lies is going to be a little bit of a moot point. But if they just gain life, I don't care. I'm going for the Mirrex. I mean, yeah, let's just... I mean, I've already committed to the Mirrex. Are we going to have some buyer's remorse on letting the Cornucopia resolve? I don't know, maybe. Maybe, we'll see. Alright, so maybe I am a little bit. Maybe just a teeny wincy smidge, a little nervous about that. Again, I still have, I have a pretty good board here. Yeah, I don't know, though, because I have 3 steps ahead and No More Lies, and then on the back end, I have another 3 steps ahead, so, like... I don't know. I mean, we're pretty Mirrexed up right now. I don't know. temporary lockdown. Yeah, gain your life. I don't care about the life. The life is the least of my worries here. Let's go for 3 steps ahead. I'm just gonna counter. We're not gonna do anything else. So, let's be a little bit more meticulous about this, because no, auto tapper. You're the worst. Auto tapper, you're the worst here, man. Let's do this instead, so that we can actually hold up a no more lies. That's pretty good though. That kind of tells me that they don't have another counter spell, because I would have thought they would want this to resolve. They need to take care of this board. Buried in the Garden. I'm gonna go for the no more lies. And see, this is like a little bit, because if I go for Buried in the Garden also lets them ramp up. Plus, I am still aware that I have the another 3 steps ahead. Oh, okay, we're looking good. Looking good. We're still playing. Down to 9, or up to 9, I should say. Yeah, okay, cool. Even if they were to Sunfall, we can just go for a Mirrex again. I don't know. I think I would probably just 3 steps ahead. Buried in the Garden. I think I let this go through, right? Yeah, okay. Whatever. Alright. I only need 1 more to go. Well, this is game over, right? They're tapped out. I'm gonna be a little cocky here. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and give them a GG's here, just because they've been roping very, very badly. So I don't really feel that bad about being a little snarky. Let's do this. This game's over, man. This game's over. These ropers. Gotta love it. Oh! Okay, well, I guess we'll at least get to finish the game via an attack, so... Lawless Omega, hey man, listen. Yeah, GG's. I guess they're going out on their own terms.